folks, welcome to another tragedy. In this one, we're going to be talking about some school-related garbage. To preface this, let's go over the profile of a graduate. If you don't know what the profile of a graduate is, it can be found at this link, www.shelbys.kayschool.us.domain/1353. So now that you're probably reading along, here's the profile of a graduate for Shelby County Public Schools. It's got these 6 benchmarks you have to meet to be deemed worthy of graduation. We're not going to be talking about these 5, we're going to be talking about the lifelong learner. It's a very important one. You have to be able to learn your whole life. There are 5 different items here that you need to do to be a lifelong learner. The first one, you have to demonstrate mastery of academic skills, which means you have to be smart, you have to learn stuff. The next one is you have to be able to persist through difficulties, which means you keep going when times are hard, you just trudge on through. The third one, you see risks as opportunities to fail forward. That means you look at risks as a chance to learn from your mistakes. The fourth one is you plan for a future of self-improvement, which means you set yourself up for success in the future. And the fifth one is that you initiate learning for professional and personal fulfillment. So you learn so you can have a profession, or you learn so you're just happy for yourself. And that's basically all you need to do to be a lifelong learner. Yeah, well, that's cool and all, but how do lifelong learners impact the world around us? Let's talk about it. To talk about it, let's go to a brand new segment on this show called Antlog with Jim Smithens. Take it away, Jim. Hello, fellow tree enthusiasts. My name is Jim Smithens, and welcome to Antlog, the only show about a log with ants inside of it. Today we're going to be talking about why trees are the best plants ever made, and why logs are awesome. Reason number 1 is that
We put a whole lot of ants in this pup.
Where are we back? Oh, hey, sorry about that. I think Jim is in the middle of a relapse right now, so I'm just gonna record this part for him. Anyway, if you look at the criteria for a lifelong learner, you'll see that they not only persist through difficulties, but they also master academic skills. These are 2 traits that innovators exhibit. So it can be inferred that lifelong learners innovate the world around us, and that's the place they hold. But what are some examples of specific people who are lifelong learners? Let's talk about that. To talk about it, let's talk about it.
The Wright brothers.
The Wright brothers.
The Wright.
The Wright brothers are a perfect example of lifelong learners because they had multiple prototypes that just didn't work, like multiple prototypes of the first airplane that just didn't work, so they had to keep fine-tuning it. So they persisted through all the failure and came out the other side as historical figures that created the first airplane, which we all use today. What the fuck?
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison is another great example of a lifelong learner. As a young boy, he would read many different books on various subjects, which would give him the knowledge to be such a prolific innovator later on in his life.
Leonard Euler. Leonard Euler. Leonard Euler.
Leonard Euler.
And now finally, boys and girls, we have Leonard Euler. This man was a mathematician that you just couldn't stop him. He was slowly losing his vision over the course of a long time, and when he finally lost his vision completely, he just remarked, and I quote, "Now I will have fewer distractions." So, not only did he not care about it, his efficiency didn't care either. It just shot up there. Like, he was posting more papers in a shorter time period than he ever was. Like, how do you even manage that, honestly? This part of the video requires me to tell you what I'm doing to become a lifelong learner. So let's talk about it. To talk about it, let's go to bed. As for me, I'm looking forward to doing more mathematical stuff in my spare time and remediating project I've failed. Strong will. Sorry about that.
What do you say we get to a conclusion?
In conclusion, lifelong learners persevere, learn, and improve, and it is their ingenuity that drives the world forward. So strive to be more like a lifelong learner. Auf Wiedersehen! It hurts so much.